Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to the CanUK podcast, the podcast done by fans, for fans of everything nerdy. I am your host, Lord X, and I'm here by myself again this week, as the title suggests. Anyways, that being said, I'm also a little bit sick today. I haven't been feeling too great, so yeah, this is going to go quick, as do most one-man shows go. Alright, so let's dive straight into the news stories of last week, because we're kind of delayed this week. Let's see here. Last week, Injustice: Gods Among Us was announced for the PlayStation Vita, as well as... Oh my god, I'm totally fucked up already. See, folks? I'm sick, and this is what happens when I'm sick. Anyways, Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition was announced for the PlayStation Vita, the PS3, Xbox 360, PC, and the PlayStation 4. No word on an Xbox One release, though Ed Boon has said on Twitter that anything's possible. So, for those of you getting an Xbone and want to get Injustice Ultimate Edition for it, there's still a chance. Personally, I'm excited to play this on the Vita. Alright, so next up, Sleeping Dogs Universe sequel Triad Wars is in development, according to the developers. So, yay, that's awesome. I mean, I love Sleeping Dogs. It was on my top 10 games of last year. So I'm quite looking forward to what they may have to offer. Though if it's some kind of mobile phone game, they can go fuck themselves. On the side of good news, the DualShock 4 of the PlayStation 4 will be compatible with PC at launch. That's right. So you'll be able to just plug it in and go on your PC, which I love this because I love the PlayStation controller as it is now, and I do use an Xbox 360 controller for my PC, but I would much rather use a PS3 controller. I know there's ways of doing it, I just haven't done it. But hey, I'm excited to know that I'll be able to use my DualShock 4 on my PC at launch. Alright, and next story here came out that Microsoft won't sell your Xbox One data. Or maybe they will. It was the whole marketing thing that came up last week, where one of their executives kind of said that maybe the Kinect could gather data on you watching ads. Like, if you really enjoyed an ad, you probably end up getting more of those ads. Fact simple, just a whole conspiracy thing in that Kinect is watching you all the time, and Microsoft could use that data, what they see of you doing, for anything they want to, which is another reason to keep your Kinects not plugged in. They came back and said that, oh no, we're not going to do this, but, well, you never know with Microsoft these days. Anyways, let's move on to something better news, and that's Grand Theft Auto 5 smashed not 5, not 6, but 7 Guinness World Records last week. That's right, an entire 7 Guinness World Records. Now I'm going to pull up this article real fast and see what they were. Yeah, even on a one-man show here, you get delays and everything. Okay, let's see. 7 world records. Best-selling action-adventure video game in 24 hours. Best-selling video game in 24 hours. Fastest entertainment property to gross $1 billion. Fastest video game to gross $1 billion. Highest grossing video game in 24 hours. Highest revenue generated by an entertainment product in 24 hours. And most viewed trailer for an action-adventure video game. Wow! Congratulations to Rockstar on all of those. Next story coming up. Do you like to get depressed? Do you like action RPGs? Do you like action JRPGs? I know I do, and it'll be good for you guys to know that Drakengard 3 is coming to PS3 in North America next year. So, yes! I absolutely love this series. I mean, it's coming from the guy... If you never played Drakengard 1 and 2, they were exclusives on the PlayStation 2, and Drakengard 3 is going to be a prequel to that, but maybe you played the developer's other game, and that was Nier, N-I-E-R, on PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360. Fantastic RPG, great music. The music guy is back again for this one, so that's awesome. Cannot wait for that game. Really, really excited. And it's going to be dark, it's going to be moody. It's probably going to make me feel even more depressed than I usually am. I'm not usually all that depressed. I am at times, but life. But yeah, Dragon Guard 3, I'm really excited for that. And it also came out this week, folks, that the PlayStation 4 iCamera was removed from the bundle over price. So yeah, Sony had originally planned to bundle the camera in, but then it would have been, at the $499 price, so they chopped that out. $399 price. Good on you, Sony. I like your thinking here. I mean, the camera's going to be nice. It's going to have some neat features that some people are going to want. Most people won't want it. The core gamers won't. And Sony, I would say, yeah, they removed it over the price. That was the main thing. But they also realized, we don't need to put this in here because gamers aren't going to really want it. And they're smart that way. Alright, so next up a bit of TV news, and that's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has gotten a full season order. That's right, we're going to get 22 fantastic episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD gets a release date in Japan. So, it really doesn't matter to most of us over here in North America or Europe. Just give us that date, guys. It's going to be in December, I think, for Japan, so probably January, February, we'll get a release over here, which is going to be pretty bad because everything's going to be coming out over then. Let's see, PlayStation 4 won't support Bluetooth or USB chat at launch. Boo. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait for a patch for that, which is kind of disappointing, so it means that not a whole lot of headsets will work. I'm not sure if my Kraken's going to work now on this thing. Well, it's not a USB one, but it's an audio one, but they said that, only the audio would work and not the mic thing, so I'm kind of worried right now. But it doesn't really matter. There's a mic in the box, so that can, work in the meantime. Alright, so, because of GTA Online being, shit for the first 2 weeks, roughly, Rockstar is going to be giving all players $500,000 of in-game cash. Alright, next up, if you like horror games, if you like Amnesia or Amnesia the Machine for Pigs, well, that developer is going to be bringing another horror game called Soma, a sci-fi horror game, to the PlayStation 4 and the PC. So look forward to that one if you're a horror fan. And finally, guys, it came out last week, or the weekend actually, that Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix is coming to the PlayStation 3 in 2014, that's right. And this will include both a remastered version of Kingdom Hearts 2 and, what I'm most excited about, Birth by Sleep, the PSP game. I owned it, never really got around to playing it, so I'm excited I'll be able to play this now on my PS3 and get trophies for it. Yay. What a break. Anyways, that's it for the news stories this week. Like I said, we're flying through this, flying high and flying fast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. When you see I get sick, I get a little bit more crazy. Especially when I'm here just talking to myself. Anyways, for the been playing section, I'm just going to briefly cover this because I want to cover it in an actual podcast where I can discuss it with my fellow co-host. And that's, I was playing Beyond Two Souls this past week, and I was playing Rayman Origins. I'm also playing Pokemon, but I'm not going to cover that right now. Beyond Two Souls, amazing game. Just absolutely amazing. Story, graphics, I loved it, personally. It's not going to be for everybody. Definitely not going to be for everybody. I really still don't see all the hate that David Cage gets. Fine, he's doing his things. He may say some controversial things at times. I don't care. His games are good. I loved Heavy Rain, and I loved Beyond Two Souls. So I'm kind of glad I have it, and I'm glad I paid $60 for it. Maybe it's not in... Well, yeah, it is a game. I will stand by that. And anyways, that's all I'm going to say. And Rayman Origins on the Vita. Love that game. As for what I've been watching, I saw 2 movies. I saw Gravity. Go see it in IMAX if you can. Do it for me. Do it for Lord X. And I also saw Machete Kills, which was the opposite of Gravity, in the fact that it was still awesome, but oh man, silly to the extreme, and it's, yeah, you have to see Machete Kills in order to believe it. As for been reading, I ain't been reading shit. And as for shameless self-promotion, guys, just want to mention 2 videos here, and that's my AVGN Adventures Part 2 video. Please go check that out. And my review of the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 trailer. Just something new I decided to try to throw out there, see what reactions it would get. Maybe I'll do more, maybe I'll do less. I don't know yet. Anyways, that's going to do it for this podcast. Please, if you have questions and comments about any of the stories mentioned here, links are down in the description if you want to go and check them out further, because I don't really have the time to go over each one. But hey, if you got a comment on anything here in the podcast, if you got a question for myself, for Big Boss, for Dr. Lech, for Israel Pacheco, even for JesterCarr, he's still around, he's still on the YouTube, go check him out too. But anyways, if you got a question for any of us, leave it down in the comments below. Hit us up on Twitter. We'll answer you. And until next time, I've been Lord X. Goodbye, everybody.